You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3, with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
Brilliantly played, my friend.
Full disclaimer, everybody, we weren't actually sponsored by Ocean Gate.
Are they shut down right now?
I mean, it said they're hiring.
They're
hiring.
Oh,
They're
actively
dang.
hiring.
Actively
I don't
hiring.
know.
What's the salary? Salary. I'm asking for a friend.
I don't know, but it's
I wonder.
definitely a lifetime of opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Short life, I guess.
you think like a sub is a commercial vehicle? Like, do you think I could?
What endorsement would you need on your CDLs for that?
It doesn't have wheels. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like I could do this. I'm pretty sure
No
I know my
wheels,
way
no
around
axle.
the controller too. So I mean, just saying, I might be the guy. You know?
You'd have to get your passenger endorsement and your explosive endorsement. But yeah,
Implosion endorsement.
Implosion. Is there implosion endorsement?
Oh, God, there probably is going to be after this.
Also have to get an endorsement to operate a Wildcats controller.
Yeah.
So you guys out there watching, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, these guys are going to make a bunch of poor taste jokes. They're going to make fun of the sub disaster. They're going to drag it through the soot, right? Yeah. And you're absolutely right. Let's get into it.
And not only we're going to drag this thing straight through the silt, but we brought somebody along with us.
We got Big Jake back.
Hey guys, thanks for having me back.
Hey, thanks for coming back, man.
I wish I had confetti. I'd be like,
Yeah.
That would be great. You would think there would be like a confetti thing that we could put on here.
Yeah. I don't think there is.
Yeah, StreamYard.
We need we need like explosions or something to like, you know what I mean?
So this is essentially what happens when a sub.
Oh, we probably shouldn't do that one.
Yeah.
That'd be in poor taste. We shouldn't do that for yeah.
They should offer implosions, not explosions for the group.
Yeah. So I think the magic question though, I mean, is literally like Ocean Gate. What the fuck were you thinking?
First off, by naming your company Ocean Gate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look.
No.
Historically, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was you named a few off for us, Jake? What was it?
Heaven's Gate and Watergate.
Yeah, and then Tyler had
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate. Yeah,
I love pizza.
I love me some pizza too.
I love pizza.
You
I
can't
wonder if the
say that
uniform-
again. Alex Jones would pop up.
I wonder if the uniform for Ocean Gate was black clothes and black Nikes.
I hope. I mean, dude, you know what sucks is the thing that gets me the most about this whole thing, and I'm sure, I know I have the inside scoop with a couple of fans that they were waiting for this episode. Like they were waiting to see what we might say or not say. And the thing that gets me is we've had this whole week. The first few days was, making fun of them for basically going down into the ocean with one of those like football toy boxes from the 80s. And then the fucking controller to drive it. I could have probably helped you out on that one.
Yeah.
And then
I've got a spare PS5 controller they could have used.
Yeah, anything, anything but that one. But then it's like we get a few days into this, and all of a sudden, it's announced like, well, a debris field was found, and it looks like they didn't make it, and all of us are like, "Oh my God, really?" I'm shocked beyond measure.
The thing that got me though is they were looking for him, and they came out. I think it was Tuesday. Coast Guard said they have approximately 40 hours left of air.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours after that, they said that they were hearing banging, and it was at like 30-minute intervals. So if the thing imploded, what was the banging every 30 minutes?
That was the ghost on the Titanic. They were
Ringing
like
the
hitting
dinner
the
bell?
rails. They were dancing, and they were having a good time, and they were hitting the things. They're like, "Hey, you guys made it!" I mean, look at, God damn it, dude! Seriously, it's not insane to do the same thing over and over again, but it is insane to expect different results. You're going out on the ocean with a vessel that's not necessarily ready for what the ocean has to throw at it. You've got a bunch of passengers, and you don't make it. You're on your way to look at something that the same fucking thing happened to.
Right. Like
There's so many. Yeah.
What was it I saw? The internet did not disappoint. But one of the things I saw, it said that only rich people could manage to die on the Titanic 111 years after it sank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to look up the suffix gate, and you guys aren't going to believe this. Apparently, we are missing a lot of the gates. So I'm going to go ahead and share this for you.
Oh, I just hit the greatest hits. I don't know them all.
Oh, it's good. It goes
Oh my God.
and on and on. And
Oh yeah, Deflate Gate with Tom Brady. I forgot about that one.
yeah, well, it just fucking keeps going and going.
Wow.
I mean, if there isn't enough evidence to, stop naming things gate, I don't know what is. But my personal favorite is this one right here, Cunt Gate.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, okay.
And I just got us demonetized. That one, and I can't believe we forgot this one, Nipplegate.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Nipplegate. Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Listen, we don't want to offend the gate community. Okay, so if you're part of the gate community, we're not attacking you. Okay, we're just talking about it. There's no need to assemble or protest, whatever it is. Just wanted to make sure that the gate community knew we were on their side.
Yeah, we're friends and allies of the gate community.
Yes.
Jake, did Jake in our chat, did you just send a picture of what the banging was every 30 minutes?
I sure did.
Can you snag that up, Denny, and let's let everybody see.
Oh, I seen that. God damn it. We are going to hell in a handbasket on this episode.
It's all right. I'll be your tour guide.
I'd rather it be a handbasket than a submarine.
Listen, before I show this, just out there, just know if you do something incredibly dumb and get yourself killed, there's nothing we can do. This is going to happen.
You're free game at this point. Yeah,
There
that's
it
the
is.
rhythmic banging every 30 minutes.
Yeah. See, that ties into a show we've already done about how the killer whales are attacking boats and stuff.
Yeah, they've organized.
Yeah.
Do you think a full-grown bull whale, killer whale could if he charged at the sub hard enough, do you think he could do that much damage?
Yeah.
On that particular sub? Yeah.
I mean they're wrecking boats.
Yeah, they're
Could you
capsizing
imagine that?
vessels.
They're looking out their tiny little porthole like, man, this is great, guys. What is that? Oh, it's a killer what? That's it.
There's also ones where the
Whale gate.
you remember the movie The Meg?
Yeah.
So they've put the Ocean Gate sub in the promo pictures for The Meg.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
Then the Meg would never happen. Like it would have just cut there. They would have blew up, imploded before they got to the bottom.
Oh man,
There's
I
already,
got all interested. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's already controversy of conspiracy theory wrapped around this too.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
not surprised by that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like almost immediately I started seeing it and I'm like, this is definitely show worthy, so I'm reading everything I can on it. But one of the controversies, or the conspiracies rather, is that these people are wealthy beyond wealthy, have access to anything they want. Why would they choose to go on this rinky dink sub with like an 8-inch window and some TV screens?
Right.
It's almost like some people need to disappear type thing is what the conspiracy is.
Eventually,
Okay.
somebody's gonna like dig deeper into the background of said, were they billionaires or millionaires? Like, are they?
Billionaires with
Yeah,
a B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody will start doing some digging and seeing if they're doing something naughty with their money.
Yeah. You seen the one stepson was at a Blink 182 concert.
Yes, during the search.
That's probably what
Yeah.
he got. He's like, dude, I gotta kill my dad so I could go to the Blink 182 concert. The tickets are so expensive.
In his defense, though, Tom DeLonge is back, so it's the original lineup.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't pass that up either. Just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he probably was sitting there like, I mean, his fucking dad playing with his stupid fucking sub, probably. You know, he's always out there fucking around with that stupid sub. You know, he never wants to hang out. You know, he's always giving me a hard time. Fuck it, he'll be all right. He'll turn up. The thing that got me, man, was that they were talking to submarine experts like all week, right? I can't remember the guy's name, but one guy actually said, he was like, they could be floating on the surface in the sub right now without
Yeah.
communication.
And the
it doesn't
terrifying
change
part of that,
anything. Yeah.
no, yeah, the terrifying part of that is, and this is the one thing that we had discussions at work about, was how do you justify getting into a device that's going to take you down to the bottom of the ocean and look at the Titanic or whatever else you may want to look at, and not have a means of self-rescue?
Yeah.
If you blew your ballast tanks and hit the surface, you literally are bolted into that thing from the outside and have no means to open it.
Yeah, they technically put themselves in a coffin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they like, be perfectly honest, if I'm like in the fetal position, just leaning back, sitting, it's like, maybe this is not the best idea. I think I'm
So
going to get off.
let's think about this too, is that, we learned a long time ago to stop putting external latches on refrigerators, but to put magnets on them, because people would get stuck in refrigerators and die.
Right.
We learned this in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing shit like this now.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was just absolutely just reaming this whole thing out and talking about the Logitech controller and everything. And he's like, at the end of his video, he goes, servant class knowledge. You can't buy that fucking shit. And I was like, oh my God, he's right. There he is. So proud.
Yeah. With his Wildcats Logitech controller.
Yeah.
My favorite one of that particular shot, though, is when he's talking to the reporter.
check out my sick ass fucking controller, bro.
And the reporter's reaction is pretty much every gamer's reaction on the internet when they found that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
and did you
absurd.
see it was another interview with him, and he was talking about the controller, and he goes, it's a wireless controller. So you get where you're going, and you essentially put it in hover mode or stationary mode where you just hang out and can look around. And then you can just, throw the controller off to the side. And he threw it and bounced it off the wall of the inside of the sub. And I was like, that will never work again.
Yeah.
You just broke it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? It's ancient proverb. one who fucks around finds out.
Right.
Yep.
Ancient proverb there. Or proverb, however you like to, tomato, tornado, it doesn't matter.
Right. Denny, I just threw one back in. I wanted to get on the show if you could grab that one. Because we're on the subject of the controller, this is just pure irony.
Yeah,
All right.
I got
So
it.
the irony of this is just astounding.
I'd like to take a quick 10 seconds to acknowledge that although beautiful Julian Sands is still missing, remains have been found. They haven't been identified yet, but up in the Mount Baldy area, some hikers did find some remains. So we're waiting to find out on that. This is a man he just went on a goddamn hike. He went on a hike. He's a beautiful actor, beautiful man. He's a humanitarian. He went on a fucking hike. He didn't jump into a goddamn submarine that wasn't built for shit.
He went on a hike.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
You out there, you guys out there, you fucking look at him. Look at his eyes. Just let that sink in, Beautiful man. Dipshit.
And, although we're just ripping this guy apart for having, where'd he go? Where I lost it already. For having this, this $30 controller, the sheer irony is that it's the only thing that survived.
Now, do we have confirmation that this is real? Because, oh my God, if this is real,
I mean, if it's not real, that's a hell of a Photoshop.
Because
it stands to reason. There's no reason it would be crushed in the implosion.
Yeah, it's small enough, and
Yeah.
as he said, it's designed for a 16-year-old to throw it around.
Once.
Yeah.
You can throw it once.
if I was putting together a rule book of build your own sub, that would be one. That would be one I'd probably wouldn't have in there.
Yeah. I tell you another one that I would definitely not do is physically screw shit to carbon fiber.
Yeah, that's a bad plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, drill and screw right into the hull. Let's create a weak spot. That's a good idea.
At least
Yeah,
it looked
that's a
like
bad
decent,
plan.
At least it looked like a decent monitor.
Judging by the other stuff on this vessel, I have a feeling that it probably wasn't.
Let me show you guys something real quick here.
Hopefully it was at least 1080p. Like, come on. If we're getting lower than that shit, then what was the point?
Now, there's another man that's like, from all I could find, I guess he holds the record of 26,000 feet in a manned submarine, which is twice as deep as the Titanic. And he also makes some movies every now and again. Mr. James Cameron's sub.
Yep.
That sub doesn't look like it has any fuck around at all on it.
Yeah.
No.
In fact, when he was building it, it was test driven hundreds of times. And I don't mean they didn't even go deep. They would go down and start working on things, and they'd go down a little bit further, start testing to see what's breaking. And then they'd go back up. It comes out of the water, it gets pulled apart, gets worked on again, and then they repeat the process.
Right.
All the way up to the point where he could just go down to the Titanic. The man's been to the Titanic more than the captain of the Titanic had.
So when James Cameron was doing this and he was assembling a crew to build said vessel, did he hire people based on skill, knowledge, and talent?
Well, I mean, it's James Cameron, so you know how anal he is. So
Right.
he picked like the best of the best.
Right.
Well-
So he didn't pick based on creed, color, and gender.
That fits in the picture I just sent you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
Grabbing it. That's the bad part about these pictures, man, is that there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Boop. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow. The 50-year-old white guys because they are not inspirational.
Yeah.
Well, that turned out just fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a trade. Yeah, man. The whole thing is like a classic case of literally, you literally fucked off too much. You didn't respect nature at all.
Yeah.
And the ocean said, fuck your sub.
Yeah. Well, there were a bunch of structural engineers and other submersible builders that and scientists. There were a whole community of people who were speaking out against this Ocean Gate sub for years, saying that it's a death trap and somebody's going to die.
He had one person on his crew that was qualified, and he said that it was a death trap, and he got fired. He got fired because of it, then sued for wrongful termination, and they settled out of court.
Yeah, for an undisclosed amount.
Right. So that guy was like, man, thank God I got my settlement before this happened.
Yeah.
Hopefully he took a lump sum and wasn't taking
and
payments.
not installments.
Not installments.
Because I got a feeling if he's taking payments, that shit's not happening.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't go through JG Wentworth.
This episode is brought to you by Ocean Gate Titanic Tours. You'll be so excited you may even implode.
Now at discount prices.
At discount prices.
I like how the O in the bottom logo is right around Tyler's eye, like he's the dog from.
He's looking out.
Rascals.
He's looking out of the porthole on the sub. See? Trying to see those killer whales before they get here.
Was that worth $250,000 there, Ty?
Best experience of my life.
Yeah. Oh my God. I hate to, like, I do. Don't get me wrong. I hate to sit here and make fun of people who lost their life.
Right.
But you made it so easy.
Yeah.
See, like I kind of want to go with the idea that maybe they were so wealthy, they had so many dollars that they lost all of their common sense, and they don't have service class knowledge to be able to look at something and go, nope, nope, not getting on it. Don't care what he says, not getting on it.
Like, being dead serious though, it's like I'm not a submarine engineer. I'm no kind of engineer. And I looked at it like, it looks like if you built your own submarine ride at like Kings Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't actually go in the water, it just floats, and you get in there and you're like, this is fun.
Right.
It looks like that.
Well, and when you look at it, it appears as though it would be more like a glider airplane because the minimalistic control setup,
Yeah. I don't know, man. Again, I mean, let's do some compare contrast here. Where's do we actually have a picture of the sub put together? I don't think we do. Do we?
I don't think we snagged a single picture of what it looked like. You look for that. I've got another one I'm looking for here.
Well, it's crazy to me that you can buy a $500 drone that has a better controller than a multi-million-dollar submarine.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So I think I got one here. I do. All right. There's so many. This would take years to go through them all. But let's do a little compare contrast. Jesus Christ and Spider-Man here. All right. We got what a sub that goes to the bottom of the ocean probably should look like.
Didn't he go to the Marianas Trench with that?
Yes.
Wasn't that the big thing?
Yeah, he went all the way to the Marinara Trench. And then you got this guy.
Who
famously discovered by the Italians.
I mean, can we go ahead and talk? Can we address the elephant in the room? Okay.
What, all the tubes on the top?
So, well, not so much that, but like James Cameron, let's go to his real quick. James Cameron's sub looks like something, you would see on the side of a really expensive Navy vessel or
Yeah.
in a really good movie based on looking underwater. And this looks like it was ordered from Pure Romance.
Dude, that thing looks like it was ordered from wish.com.
Right.
Yeah, that's the wish.com version of the
You
James
wanted to,
Cameron sub.
that's what the picture showed on the ad.
Right.
And this is what came in the mail.
So I'm going to do another little compare and contrast here. So this is the control settings in its entirety
Yeah.
for that vessel. It's a Logitech $30 game controller and a monitor back there, right?
Right.
This is the helm of a submarine.
And
Yeah.
that's an old submarine.
Yeah, this is from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Can we address the fact that it takes this much to dive and this much to die?
Yeah. The other thing too is that this submarine never even, not even half the distance down,
Right.
because they know better. They know they're not going that far down. There was a graph somebody had where it showed like all the depths or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like the military's like, this is about as far down as we go.
Yeah.
And all of us are like, okay, we know. We don't want to talk about their secret ones,
Yeah, double that
right.
where they really go, but
Right, yeah. And then they're like blue whales go to like here, or whatever whale goes to like right about there. And they're like, this piece of shit, this fucking jalopy is supposed to go all the way down to the bottom. And you notice the design difference too is the vertical versus horizontal design.
yeah.
Go vertical, yeah, you're not doing much, but it's every little step to minimize pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not moving the vessel back and forth because how much pounds per pressure are you pushing against just changing directions in that sub?
Right.
You're pushing against crazy amounts of pressure. So he literally is like, we'll just make it vertical. We'll just go straight down and we'll use the very minimal to move around down there.
I just found a picture of old James Cameron inside of his sub. And I'm going to put that up. We're going straight to control for control here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If it'll load, there we go. There he is in the Marianas Trench, or the Marinara Trench, as we call it.
Yeah.
That's him inside operating this thing.
There's Tyler peeking around to see the picture better.
So, there's even just wires hanging around and things that look like a submarine.
Yeah.
This looks like looks like the inside of a camper van.
Yeah.
Yeah, they compared it to the size of a Ford Astrovan.
Oh God.
The inside of it was the size of a minivan, a Ford Astrovan.
What a terrible vehicle to compare it to.
You think the cigarette ashtray is like pushed off to the side somewhere where they're like, we don't want them to see
Flips
that
down out of the wall.
I feel like this is the equivalent of that van boat that you sent to the beer chat a long time.
You'd probably
Yeah.
make it in that thing.
Yeah.
Just saying, they built shit better back then. You know,
Mhm.
be sitting down there in the Titanic in your van boat, like, what's up?
Yeah, just
GoPros won't last, and we got this VHS recorder here to film this thing.
There you go.
Look at that.
T W
Zooming in. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's wild. I threw up a picture before of like, this is what the expedition was supposed to be like.
Yeah.
You get down there and you look at stuff and you have an adventure of a lifetime.
I like the sonar circle funnel coming off the front.
Yeah.
I really like that because that was just 5 rich people looking out a window. Or 4, because I'm pretty sure the guy driving wasn't rich.
Yeah. You got these guys all trying to see something, and this other dude's fucking playing Mario Kart back here.
Yeah.
We thought that guy over there is playing Galaga.
Yeah.
Are those kindle fires on the sides over there?
God, more than likely, man.
No,
Is
there
that a
was,
GoPro mount screwed into this thing up there?
Yep.
Yes, that is a GoPro mount.
God damn, really?
Yeah.
Why did they attach everything to the carbon fiber like that? Like that just seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah, I don't have an explanation
well,
for that.
I feel like the whole thing is a bad idea. So if they wasn't going to like, they did one thing that was a bad idea, and they were like, "Well, we're doing that, so let's just continue all the
Might
other
as well
bad ideas."
Go
Yeah,
ahead and start screwing stuff in.
Go all in on it.
Like, boss,
Right.
do you think we should use that like epoxy? And he's like, oh, I don't know if I trust it. I'd rather just screw it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go down to Home Depot and get some like really good screws and just
And that's
That's
you know, some
exactly what they look like
self-tappers.
too.
But that's funny too. There was a fucking light mount that he said in that video when he was showing the controller to that guy. He says, "I got this thing from Home Depot. It's for an RV."
Oh, no, he got it from Camper World.
Yeah, Camper World. That's right.
Yeah.
So I didn't know campers could go down underwater.
Yeah.
Let me testify on this one. Campers aren't worth a fuck. All right. Just trust me on this without me revealing too much about things. Just trust me when I say campers aren't worth a fuck.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't trust one to go 1.5 miles underwater?
I don't fucking trust one to sit here.
And
I'll
not
be
go anywhere.
honest, not go anywhere. I don't fucking trust it.
2 inches of rain, let alone 3 miles of ocean.
You know, I've been
Yeah.
in Home Depot and Lowe's a lot, and I've gone down the fasteners aisle, and I've seen wood screws and metal screws. I've never seen carbon fiber screws.
You didn't. Oh, you got to look at
Good
deep
point.
sea. There's a
Yeah.
deep sea exploration section. You got to go to there to get your screws.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in the wrong aisle. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, they're in the clearance section for me because there's no deep sea exploration around.
you gotta
But you're
fucking-
close enough. You should find them.
You got
Yeah,
a
I'll have to
fucking
look.
Home Depot guy standing there on his phone, looking up the app, trying to figure out which aisle it's in.
Yeah. Might be.
I don't know if we have these anymore. It says we do.
Actually, it looks like they were discontinued.
Over in clearance.
Yep.
That's where you run into Josh standing there like, can you fucking believe it? They were in fucking clearance.
That's the first place I go every time I go to Home Depot.
I just feel like this whole submarine was built like somebody's like project car that they just wanted to get out of their fucking garage. So they fucking janked the wire. They just threw everything on. Okay, it's done. And then when they get
Yeah.
on the road, it shits out.
Yeah, so what they've done is they've watched hours and hours of Roadkill Garage and Roadkill on Motor Trend, and they've listened to David Freiberger, Mike Finnegan, and Steve Dulcich when they say, "Don't make it right, just make it run."
Yeah, little
You
vice.
know, those guys, they got good points when you're not underwater.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Jesus.
just feel like a lot of things would be different if we had that much weight pushing down on us up here. Like you would have like it's just oh my god, this is so dumb. Like why would you do that? It still gets me that they got locked in. It's a coffin.
Yeah.
It literally that's the first thing that went to my mind when they like Denny was saying it. He's like, dude, they locked themselves in. I was like,
Yeah.
are you fucking shitting me?
Bolted from the
You have
outside.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a video I saw, and it looks like it was taken down. I was trying to find it, but when they get bolted in, there was a video of a guy who went down in this, I think 2 weeks ago, and he took video of the whole time, and they're closing in, and you can see the bolts spinning as they're closing the section in to lock them inside. And like you could tell the look on everybody's face. Nobody said anything, but everybody's butthole puckered just a little bit because like I'm never going to be able to self-rescue. We're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what there was this old man who he'd been in multiple submarine, whatever his whole life, and he literally said, he's like, even if they're floating on the surface somewhere, that doesn't change anything. They can't open the door. They can't get out. Air would be right on the other side. They could be looking at the sky.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything about it. They are literally stuck waiting for someone to open a door for them.
A seagull could literally be pecking on the glass, looking in at them.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
shit on it and fly away and they die. That's the last thing they'd see.
Hey,
You know,
guys.
they could have solved that very easily by just keeping a Milwaukee impact and making it to where you can unbolt it from both sides.
Yeah. You guys
Or
know about the
Don't
pressure.
bolt it and use, ratcheting
Like
straps.
porthole wrap it. Like
Yeah.
where they it's like a fucking clamp that tightens it. Yeah. Dude, fuck it. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, crazy. They've only been doing it on submarines for 80 years, but it's fine. Don't
This
worry about
idea
it.
was
Yeah,
brought
what
to
is
you
it?
by
The double spinner.
Ocean Gate.
Right. I mean, it could have had the hatch on top where you spin the thing
Yes.
Yeah.
where it locks top and bottom.
Yep.
Then if they surface, which they obviously fucking didn't.
I guess it.
I mean, I guess we're arguing a moot point here because
Yeah, they never made it back, but
Yeah.
had it gone another direction.
yeah.
I guess that style of door wasn't at Camper World.
No.
That's
Probably-
probably we gotta figure out something different. It's not here.
Maybe we should use bolts. Maybe over at Home Depot in the deep sea exploration aisle, they might have some grade A bolts. We could, It.
Right.
I was watching this thing that was talking about pinholes, like pinholes in the sub.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're that far down, this fucking blew my mind. Even if there was a chance that a pinhole wouldn't cause an instantaneous collapse, the amount of pressure coming through that pinhole of water would have been like a water jet.
Yeah.
And if you were sitting in front of it, it basically would have been like getting shot with a gun. Like you'd have been instant, bam, right through you, right through the other side of the hull, and then
Yeah.
So it was doomed. There's no way. You're not going to be like, we're good, guys.
Yeah.
We need to go back up. I'm holding. I got the hole here. Oh, there's another one.
And next thing you know, your finger is just gone.
Yeah, you're driving the boat with your feet, trying to get back up there. Like, the controller disconnected. Reconnected. Man,
Yeah.
The whole thing, man. The whole thing's terrible. And again, I'll reiterate, I don't want to sit here and make fun of stupid rich people, but
it's so easy to do.
they made it so easy.
You know the hell of it is though, is the guy on the left, that French fella. He was one of the first people to ever see the Titanic underwater. He was in the original expedition.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did that with ROVs though.
Yeah. You know what I mean though? Like this isn't his first time. Like he he fucking knows better. And the CEO, which is the one on the top right, I mean, he just trying to make a buck, so he's spending as little as possible, but the rest of them, they don't know, maybe they're just completely ignorant to stuff.
Well, then it's their own fault.
I mean, if I'm being honest, the two in the middle and the one on the bottom right look like the kind of people that would hire somebody to replace a light switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who didn't get to go? Who was super upset he didn't get to go? Look how upset he was, man.
Yeah.
He didn't get to go.
Why is it when we put him up, you can't look around him?
He takes the full screen.
Yeah. I hate to make this joke too, because I really do love Julian Sands, but he has the look on his face like you just told him you're going to go down to see the Titanic in this thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. You know who else does?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know who saw the sub? That guy.
Where's
That
the
guy
whales
saw-
at? There's the whales.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I'm sorry, Dennis. I was closing it as he was opening it. So we haven't got to the implosion videos yet.
Yeah.
I think we need to take a minute and show those.
I think we should. Here, let's go for it. Let's check this one out here.
I love the horror music.
I'm pretty sure James Cameron had a hand in the soundtrack on this one. I feel yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
that
In the
is
end, it was Cameron and Michael Bay that did that one.
All right, here's the other one. Let's
So this is essentially what happens when a submarine implodes underwater. It's very instantaneous as far as death when it comes to any lives that may be on board.
I hate how nice she sounds while she's
Yeah.
telling me this horrific event. We're gonna play it one more time real quick because it's like the most pleasant way I've ever been told that you're like screwed.
So this is essentially what happens when a submarine implodes underwater. It's very instantaneous as far as death when it comes to any lives that may be on board.
Somebody just typed in AI pleasant explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sounds like she's trying to explain to me like why I got overdraft fees.
Or like she's the nurse trying to tell you the side effects of all the medication you're taking. You're gonna have rectal bleeding, anal bleeding, anal bleeding. Like,
So yeah, you're probably gonna implode.
See,
It's not gonna be great.